Good morning. I want to show you how you can use Eureka and Khan Academy together. When you sign up for a teacher account, you'll have no classes. Right now I have a few classes already created. I want to show you kind of how you can add Eureka content to your class. So first thing I'm going to do is add a class. I can name this. We'll name it period 1. And then the nice thing right here is I can go find Eureka's content right now. And you need to do this now. It's kind of hard to do at a later time. So it is done for 3rd through 8th grade. You can also add other classes at the high school. So you have pre-calc, algebra 1, algebra 2, and those fit nicely. But the best thing with Eureka is that it's broken down to modules, broken down to the lessons, just like it is on Eureka. So anyway, I have this created. I could add my students now and I would be off and running. But I want to show you one that I've created already, and you can kind of see kind of what that looks like. So I'm going to go back to my dashboard. And I want to show you the view content part of this, and you can see kind of how it's broken down. You can see it's broken down in my module here, the topics, and then later on when you click on these, it'll be broken down into lessons. You can see kind of how many activities are created there. So this is just for the 7th grade, and so you can see all the modules are all there, which is really nice. Okay, so I could assign these kids those things. I can make recommendations on what they are actually doing, and you can kind of see how that progresses. On the student end, it's going to be a little bit different, but they would progress very similarly to this, where they would watch a few videos. Looks like there's more than usual on this one. They would do some practice, and then they would have a quiz at the end, and they can show growth through that. Sorry about my phone. Then I'm going to go back here, and I'll show you the feedback that you can get once your kids start progressing through their Khan Academy. So I can go to student progress. I apologize for the names on here, but you can kind of see how well they're doing, how they're going through, how much time they're spending. The red would indicate how many struggling skills for each student that would be, and the number of mastered skills would be this blue. And so you can see how many mastered, and then how many minutes they have spent. In this case, this is the last 2 days, but I could put all time, and I could figure out all that, and they could receive points. You can see that some kids have spent several minutes on this. The best thing that I feel like is the skill progress. If I click on skill progress, you can see how exactly they're doing on each of these modules. And so I could open these up and see kind of what they've been working on. This might be something they do on their student page, but then I can also assign these too, and I'll show you that in a minute. So if I want to click on like assign of sums, I can see who's mastered those skills and which ones need practice. So I can see that they're struggling. And then what I can do here is make recommendations. So I want to make recommendations for all the kids that are struggling, or I could select just a few if I wanted to and make those recommendations. So if I click recommend to 2 students, they would get extra work for those problems. And so they would provided those videos, they would be provided lots of resources, maybe as prerequisite skills as well. Okay. Anyway, you can kind of see how that works, and you can, there's lots of information you can come on here, probably more than what you maybe can look at, but there's lots of great access to this where I can actually assign some of those homework pieces on Khan Academy and get that feedback right away. And then they have those resources at home as well. Thanks for watching.